Hey guys, welcome to you. So I just wanted to sit here and talk to you just a little bit. This is really going to be a brief one. You see, I'm just coming in strong. I don't have no pictures today. I'm just kind of looking up some data and some things. And so I just want to talk to you just a little bit about the warrant. Should the warrant be served on Carolyn Bryant? Who is Carolyn Bryant? Is the woman who lied on Emmett Till at 14 years old, and that led to the gruesome murder of Emmett Till. Okay. Very gruesome murder, ears being cut off, eyes popped out of his head. It was such a descriptive thing. And I just want to give honor to his mom because she wanted to have an open casket so people can see what they did to her baby. And that is very brave. That is very brave. And I want to quote her. There's a video that's on my TikTok where she was saying that when she went in to identify the body, she had one person on one side, one person on the other side, somebody behind her, and they were kind of holding her. And she said, "Let me go. We got a job to do." Those words were so inspiring to me because under the pressure a mom must have been under identifying her baby who's been gruesomely murdered, then to find out that the whole thing was a lie. And so this is a 14-year-old young boy whose life, okay, has just been cut down. So as you know, in that scenario, Emmett was living in Chicago, and so there wasn't a lot of racial wars like in the South. And so he was living in Chicago prior to that. He had just been there. I don't want to say about a week, 4 days to a week prior to arriving. So he did like a playful whistle, but then of course she lied and said that he grabbed her and all this other stuff, just made up some little extra stuff to go on with it. And they were lies. And so she went and told her husband and another person that was with her husband, and they were essentially acquitted 1 hour after deliberation when it went to court, which outraged the Black community, as you can imagine. Okay. So we want to start there. So what happened? So I want to get that exact year. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at something because we don't want to leave nothing out. I want to say the warrant was from 1955. Yeah, so it was 1955. And so they found a warrant for Carolyn Bryant that have not been served in the basement of the courthouse. Okay, so I don't even I don't even have to make this up, right? So let's just go back and let's run the scenario again. Let's say that this was a Black man, okay? This was a Black man who lied, okay, on a white woman that intentionally that in the end result got her killed, murdered, hanged, burnt. Let's just say that, right? So then a warrant was found from 1955. Y'all think that warrant wouldn't be served if that warrant was registered to a Black person? Do you think the warrant would not have been served? Exactly. So we don't even have to go there, should or should not. Okay. We know that if it's not served, that is part of the white privilege that so many white Americans enjoy. So we know that because she talked about, well, she's what, 87, or she's high up in age right now. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I don't care how old she is. Y'all just locked up Bill Cosby, and y'all didn't care how old he was. Okay. Let's not have double standards. Okay. We need to ask the question, was a crime committed? Yes. Okay. The men never served justice at all for the crime that they created. Okay. And that's the way life was back then, especially when you have a group of all white jurors who tried him. So, of course, they wouldn't see him as wrong because they didn't look at Black life as valuable. They looked at us as chattel property. That's what they looked at us as, right? So of course they wouldn't feel that way, right? So then we got like, okay, so now we have evolved a little bit. There's still racism, but we evolved a little bit to where some of white American have grown a conscience. So now that they've grown a conscience, and oh my God, this is so wrong. So now they have a warrant, and people say, well, do you expect us to serve this warrant from 1955? And I agree with another person who said in his commentary, no, I don't expect you to serve that warrant from 1955. I expect you to update the warrant and then come on out here and add a couple more things to it and charge her. Okay. Somebody has to be brought to justice for what happened to Emmett Till, 14 years old. So they weren't about her being 87. Listen, at least you had 87 years to serve, to be out here to pretend to be whoever you want, to still conduct business, to still live in society. Emmett Till didn't get that chance, and his life was cut down 14 years in his youth. We never know what type of man he could have been, what type of father, what type of role model, what type of community activist, what type of person he would have been. We will never know that. Guess why? Because Emmett is not here. And it was based on pretty much your lies. So why should she go scot-free? Because the justice system let the other two go free? So because the justice system was wrong back then, we need to continue on in our wrong and not serve the warrant and let her live out the rest of her life because she's an older woman who lies. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, like I tell my friends and like I tell my kids. Okay, a baby snake is still a snake. Okay, and just because a snake shed its skin don't mean it changed on the inside. Okay, so all these tears and boo-hoo and back and forth, and it was a lie and it was not a lie, and I didn't want them to kill him and all that. But you didn't want them to kill him, but they killed him. And they brought him to you in the kitchen for confirmation. So whatever the confirmation, they wouldn't have brought him to you. See, that don't even make sense to me. They brought him to you for confirmation. Okay. So obviously it was a chance to save his life. Or is it that you didn't want the wrath of your husband? So you say, okay, it's his life or mine. Take his life. A 14-year-old boy. So you guys, people often want to know, well, you know, Naja, what's your take on it? Naja, how do you feel about it? And Naja, do you think this warrant should be served on her? Because she's 87 years old. Okay. If I'm able to commit a crime at 87, if I'm able to be the reason that somebody is murdered at 87, are you going to tell me you're not going to serve a warrant on me because I'm 87? If I tell a lie that caused a white woman or a white male to be murdered, and I am 87 years old, if I tell a lie that will cause you to be murdered, okay, what judiciary system do you feel is going to say, oh, well, since you're 87, we just going to look over this? Because guess what? Because of the color of my skin, I don't get the age preference. Because see, our law, they say we would not discriminate because of age, race, religion, or sexual orientation. Y'all remember that one? Okay, so let me say it again. We will not be discriminating against you, Miss Carolyn Bryant, because you're 87 years. Baby, we're not going to discriminate against you. Let me be clear. We're not going to discriminate against you because of your age, race, religion, or your sexual orientation. The warrant should be served ASAP without further notice, because it's just another way of white America to tell us that they don't care that Black Lives Matter. And even though you guys hate to hear that, why would they say Black Lives Matter when all lives matter? This is a prime example that all lives do not matter. This is a prime example that all lives do not matter. So we thank you so much for y'all getting the warrant together, getting it prepared, whatever you got to do. Go ahead and read her rights. If y'all don't know the Miranda rights, you know what I'm saying? We know about her. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. Listen, let's get this together. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't know what to say. but we're not going to discriminate, and the warrant should be served. This is just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree. If you agree with me, comment below, because this is something serious, and we have to begin to speak out about these issues. So, my baby, 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 I'm wondering why it ain't served yet. Okay. So this is my take on it. Okay, it is my personal opinion, and because we are in the mass media now, we have a right to give our opinion, and this is my opinion. Yes, the warrant should be served on Carolyn Bryant. She had a chance to live her life. So giving her the what 20, 30 years, or maybe that's a death sentence. I don't know, because never know how long she's gonna live. But hello, hey. Emmett is dead. He doesn't get a second chance. He don't get another opportunity. And his mother has to sit here and look at you guys over and over and over and over and over discredit her son's life. The system failed her multiple times, not just one time, multiple times. So my answer, should the warrant be served, is a resounding hell yeah. Let's get it together, people. Get the warrant together. Let's get it served. Thank y'all for joining in with me with this really straight to the point video. We'll be back. Thank you for whatever social media you may be watching us on. We thank you for supporting Reversing the Printed Page. We have to stick together and stay together. Always remember to buy black. Join the buyblackmovement.com/Will and Najee. Register. It is a free account to register, okay? Just like an eBay and an Amazon. You just support your own people when you're out buying the products that you need to buy. We want to keep this money in our community so that we can help our communities, our children at large. Have an awesome, amazing day. Bye.